I've heard disquieting rumors of serious trouble here. Are they true?
Now what will happen?
Your appearance has changed before, it will change again.
Goodbye, Jamie.
No! You can't do it to me!
Welcome back to the Nerdy Grail, and as of today, which is Saturday the 19th of April 2025, I'm counting this as a bit of a Doctor Who day because earlier today, and it has already been posted, so if you haven't checked that out already, then please check it out. I have done a review for Doctor Who Lux, which was a fantastic episode for the brand new series, Season 2, Episode 2. But also, if you're wondering why I'm holding up the Daleks in colour, and why I've got a couple, not all, but I've just decided to throw out a couple of my Patrick Troughton Steelbooks for animations that have been released. We've got The Power of the Daleks, The Underwater Menace, The Evil of the Daleks, and The Abominable Snowmen. Well, that is because I've actually had an early delivery. Now, an early delivery of what? Well, if you remember back on December 23rd last year, the BBC put out a brand new Doctor Who in colour. So we had the Daleks in colour the year before, but then we had Doctor Who The War Games in colour, which I have also done a review on Doctor Who The War Games in colour. So if you would like to check that out, please do as well. But I've had 2 parcels come through the post just now. What are they? Well, I ordered both Doctor Who The War Games in colour regular Blu-ray, but I also ordered Doctor Who The War Games in colour Steelbook. And in this video, I'm going to be unboxing both of them here for you right now. So let's waste no more time and jump straight in to this unboxing of Doctor Who The War Games in colour. Oh, here we go. Here is the first parcel. Now, I ordered these from HMV, so I was actually really surprised that it came early. I was honestly expecting this to come on Monday the 21st. But here we go. Now, I'm opening these in just any order, so whichever one I've grabbed first is the one I will unbox first. And yet, by the looks of it, we have got the regular Blu-ray edition first of the War Games in colour. So, boom, here we go. This is Doctor Who The War Games in colour on regular Blu-ray. Now, I really like this slipcover. It looks really, really nice. So it says on the side, a landmark moment in sci-fi fantasy history from the Radio Times. And then from Screen Rant, it says absolutely incredible. And down the bottom here, contains 6 extra minutes of colorized material. And it is a 4-disc set. Really, really nice. So that is the front. Then there is the spine, Doctor Who The War Games in colour. Or actually it says, yeah, Doctor Who The War Games in colour. Really nice. And then there is the back, which includes bonus features and the War Games original black and white episodes. Wow, I didn't actually know that it was going to include the black and white episodes. That's actually really nice. That's actually really good that it includes the original black and white episodes. That's good. So it says, when the TARDIS lands amid the horrors of World War I, the Doctor uncovers a threat spanning galaxies and history itself. But this time, saving the day might doom the Doctor forever in this newly colorized edit of a classic adventure. Yeah, now this was quite a polarizing and debatably controversial story. If you've seen my review and other people's reviews on YouTube, you know what we're talking about. You know, potential lore changes. Obviously, we actually get to see the second Doctor's regeneration in this. But also the, actually debatably putting the Master into this story. Watch my review to see my full thoughts. I'm still a bit unsure about it, if I'm perfectly honest. But overall, I quite enjoyed watching the War Games in colour, and I was interested to see how they were going to turn like a 4-hour story into 90 minutes, an hour and a half. It was unheard of, but there we go. So, if I take this out of the slipcover, there is the interior of the Blu-ray, which I did order from HMV. Really, really nice. There we go. So I'm going to quickly pause the video, we're going to unwrap it, we're going to have a little look at the discs inside and see what they have to offer. So taking this out of the cellophane wrap so that we can have a proper look at the discs inside. There we are, just put that to one side. And there we go, outside of the cellophane wrap, there is another look at the same artwork that's on the slipcover. Really nice. Spine again, and then the back. If I open it up, there's a full wraparound for you of the artwork, War Games in colour. And then inside, this seems to be the case with all Doctor Who media at the moment, we get a little booklet which shows different products and bits of merchandise upcoming for Doctor Who, just some things that you can buy and add to your collection, or some things that you might want to check out. There we go. It's just a brief little look at the booklet for you. There we go. And last page, there we are. Brilliant, fantastic. So yeah, you get these booklets inside. And then inside, there is 4 discs, which simply look like that. So disc 1 is the War Games in colour and bonus features. Disc 2 then is the War Games episodes 1 to 5. I believe that is the original black and white versions, because it actually says DVD on here as opposed to Blu-ray. Then you've got disc 3, which is War Games episodes 6 to 10. And then finally, we've got the bonus features from the War Games. I think that is really good that they have actually included all versions of the War Games on here for you. Almost like an ultimate edition of the War Games. I think that's really, really neat. Just to show you a quick comparison to the Daleks in colour. Yeah, the regular Blu-ray for the Daleks in colour, not very good. So there's the Daleks in colour. Just the image looks off. You know, it doesn't look right. The Daleks shouldn't be there. They just look slapped on. Whereas this one has a lot more thought put into it. So side by side, I know which one I prefer. Definitely the War Games in colour. And if you want to have them side by side next to each other on a shelf, that's what they would look like. So you've got Doctor Who, the Daleks in colour, and then Doctor Who, the War Games in colour. So I suppose at least they line up with each other. But that is just the regular Blu-ray edition of the War Games in colour. Because I do have another parcel, and this is the one I'm most excited about, because in this parcel is the Steelbook Edition of the War Games in colour. So, let's pause the video, unbox this, and have a little look at that gorgeous Steelbook art. Here we go, let's have a little look at the Steelbook, and then I'll do a comparison between the two versions of the War Games in colour and show you what the Daleks in colour Steelbook, again, just to do the comparison between the two. So, here we go. There is the War Games in colour on Steelbook. I really like that artwork. Again, got it from HMV, and it says the same things at the bottom again. Contains 6 extra minutes of colorized material and is a 4-disc set, because obviously this is going to contain the same things that the regular Blu-ray edition of the War Games in colour contains. So both the colorized version, which is edited, and then the original DVD black and white variants. So there is the front. There is the spine, Doctor Who, the War Games in colour. And then there is the back. Really, really nice. Love that image there. Brilliant. And again, just says the same thing again. Includes bonus features and the War Games original black and white episodes. Really nice. So let's take it out of the cellophane. Now, whenever I buy a Steelbook, I always like to say I want to check it for any dents and dings and see if I got a perfect conditioned one. So let me just slip it out of the J-card. So this is the J-card you get. Really nice. These are my favourite types of J-cards. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Pop that to one side. Quickly inspect this Steelbook. Yeah, the front is fine. The spine is fine. And the back is fine. I've got a pristine Steelbook. Really nice. There we go. There is the front of the Steelbook with Patrick Troughton and the Second Doctor's face. That iconic pose image of the Second Doctor. You see that a lot on Second Doctor artwork. And behind you can see some World War II soldiers. And then you've got a mixture of World War II soldiers, and you've got some Romans over here as well, because obviously he travels between different time zones. There's a few different zones in this. There's then a better look at the spine. Doctor Who, The War Games. Doesn't say The War Games in colour on the spine, though, just says The War Games. And then there is the back again. Really, really nice. Love it, love it, love it. If I open it up so you can see a full wraparound of the art. There we go. There's the full wraparound of the artwork. Looks really, really nice. And because you've got both the images on there, it looks like one massive battleground in the background. So that's really, really good. I like that. And a big army in front. Really good. Love it, love it, love it. And then inside, we've got the same artwork on the steelbook, on the discs, I should say, sorry. However, one little nitpick of mine, and I have done this with the Doctor Who Season 1 steelbook with Ncuti Gatwa, they've stacked the discs. I don't like it when they stack the discs. Yeah, they have stacked the discs, which is unfortunate. But the discs are all the same and contain all the same material, so I'm not really going to go into that. They are literally the exact same. But what I will say is I am quite interested in the artwork that they've used inside the steelbook. Inside the steelbook here, if I'm not much mistaken, and I'm really looking at it, that to me looks like, especially this one here, it looks like the Third Doctor. It looks like they're trying to do a regeneration, and that is the silhouette of John Pertwee's Third Doctor on the inside. So that looks really, really cool. I like that. That's nice. One thing I would say, if they were going to do that, because they both look like John Pertwee, I would say make one look more like Patrick Troughton and then have the other be John Pertwee. But that looks fab. So no qualms about the actual steelbook itself. I think the artwork and everything looks gorgeous. My major nitpick of this steelbook is the fact that they've chosen to stack the discs. I really don't like disc stacking. I don't think it does it any favours at all, if I'm perfectly honest. So, yeah, if you want one negative for the steelbook, the discs are stacked. So that is my one nitpick for the steelbook. But overall, I think it's a really nice steelbook. So I'll just do a quick couple of comparisons. So firstly, the War Games in Colour regular Blu-ray edition, alongside Doctor Who The War Games in Colour Steelbook Edition. Both really nice editions, might I add. I do slightly prefer the Steelbook, but I can't deny, if you only were able to grab one version and you grab the regular Blu-ray, or the DVD, because it has the same artwork as well, this is a really nice edition to grab as well. But also, let's compare the Steelbooks. So we got the War Games in colour, but we also have then the Daleks in colour. Yeah, the Daleks in colour is silly. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. It doesn't represent the story at all. You've just slapped the Dalek and it looks like it's been widened and stretched out to fill more of a space. Doesn't look very good, if I'm perfectly honest. I've mainly got it for completion's sake. So that's the Daleks in colour. The War Games in colour steelbook, a lot better. But that is going to be it for my unboxing of Doctor Who The War Games in colour. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please like it by giving it a thumbs up and comment down below which edition of the War Games in colour did you end up picking up. Did you get the regular Blu-ray edition? Did you get the steelbook? Did you get the DVD? Did you get all of them? Like I did. I had to pick up both variants, but that's usually what I end up doing. And subscribe if you are new. But for now, this is the Nerdy Grail signing off. I hope you've had an amazing day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now, everybody.